Wendy Ross for U.S. Trotting. Today we're in New Jersey at Gateway Farms as we catch up with Team Bongiorno and talk about their 3-year-old pacing fillies Zanatta and Beach Cowgirl. Hi, Jen. Thank you so much for being with us today. Now, we got a chance to stop out at the farm and see your two fabulous fillies. Lots to look forward to, it looks like, for you, for these fillies coming back at 3. Let's start with Zanatta. You know, last year, bankrolled over $390,000, took a mark of 50 and won. You know, take us through her 2022 campaign. And, you know, I know it meant the world to you when she took and topped off her year winning the 3 diamonds at the Meadowlands.
Yes, thanks for having me. Absolutely. You know, training down, she was definitely my favorite of a bunch of babies, and I absolutely loved her. But in that second baby race, she definitely started to show some kind of warm tendencies, so we knew that we had a little project on our hands. Her first 2 races in PA were not our favorite, so we elected to send her to Kentucky and kind of have her on the bigger track, and she started to have success down there. Michael decided to actually bump her up to the championship level and, you know, finish 3rd in that final race. Really, really good. And that's when we opted then to send her to the Breeders' Crown. And, you know, she ended up drawing bad, but also scoped sick and bled. So we decided, you know, bring her home. We got to get her in the 3 diamonds and added lanes. Obviously, everything, you know, worked out perfectly from there. She raced unbelievable, and we were super, super, you know, proud of her, and that was just such a huge accomplishment for our barn.
Moving on now, of course, Beach Cowgirl, the filly that seemed to turn all the heads, that was a PA sire stake dominator there. Kind of take us through your thoughts of, did you know she was going to be the filly she was, and how you felt after that world record?
I'm being honest, I had no idea she was going to be the filly that she turned out to be. She was always the filly that, you know, Joe and Daniel both never sat behind her because she did everything perfectly. So it's sometimes funny when, you know, you don't get the Joe like, wow, I love this one so much, because he's not sitting behind her, because every single time she's doing everything right. But once you sat behind her in those baby races, she was really, really good, and we were happy with her. And then, I mean, the miles that she went just in PA were really, in my opinion. And I really can't say I've ever looked forward more to a horse coming back this year. Obviously, when she broke the world record, she, you know, was incredible that day. But, you know, her season ended short, and I was very upset. But I do think the fact she only had 4 starts and showed that kind of speed, she showed she definitely, you know, has the ability, and I'm not concerned at all about sometimes being lightly raced too is not the worst thing.
Joe, what a privilege it is to get to drive some talented fillies. Now, these fillies last year, too, both had great years, right? Let's go back to Beach Cowgirl. Went on a heck of a streak there, perfect going to that PA Sire Stake final, kept the year perfect. But when you were coming down the stretch in that final last year, did you know she was going to do something special that day and set that world record?
You know, she's just a very, very special filly, and she was special all along. She's done everything right from the get-go.
I know the year was cut short, but tell us how she's training back here at 3, sitting behind her here at the farm.
Yeah, she's just unbelievable. Like, the one thing about her, she's just a race car. You could do absolutely anything with her. You know, the Sire Stakes final was really the first time that I ever sent her off the wings, and she just absolutely did it flawlessly, didn't get hot on the lead, just relaxed nice for me. And she's just, she's been a race car since day one, and she didn't change when she hit the racetrack in a real race.
Now, we talk about this beautiful filly we're standing next to, of course, is Zanatta. She's a little bit different than her. She didn't have that all-dominant kind of performances that Beach Cowgirl had last year, but she's consistent, and she's competitive, and she loves to do her work. And, of course, topping off the year, you didn't do the driving, of course, in that 3 diamonds win, but how do you feel that she was last year, and how do you like her training back here at 3?
You know, what I liked the best with her was, you know, she actually looked like our standout when it came to the baby races here at Gateway. You know, and just a really brilliant filly, you know. I mean, you know, the one thing with her, she did battle getting a little bit grabby at times, and we just had to really be careful the way that we raced her. But she settled into herself more and more as the year went on, and, you know, what I liked was her best start of the year was her last start.